Minnesota air quality right now is only slightly worse than a bar in the 60s. Seriously, can you see the sun? No, not really. This is because Canada is chain smoking again. They're on fire. They have wildfires pretty much every summer. When they're on fire and the wind blows just right, Minnesota ends up feeling like a scene from Mad Men, which, sucks for us. It does. But you know who it sucks worse for? Fucking Canada, who, is on fire. And there's brave firefighters up there, both Canadian and American, working hard and risking their lives to try to protect their communities and other people's lives. This is something that all Americans should be having some solidarity with our Canadian neighbors for, just like they have solidarity for us when we're on fire and they send down their firefighters to help us out. Which is why 6 Republican congressmen, 4 of them from Minnesota, my Republican congressman Pete Stauber included, did the right thing in showing their solidarity by doing the most Karen shit I have ever heard in my goddamn life. They wrote a fucking letter asking to speak to Canada's manager about the smoke that's really ruining our outdoor time down here. And I wish I was joking. I wish that I was being hyperbolic. But no, they did this. This is the most whiny bitch shit I have ever heard in my life. Quoting this now from their letter, they said, "In our neck of the woods, the summer months are the best time to go outside." Yeah, no shit. They're from Canada. They fucking know that. And they actually do happen to be outside right now because, they're fighting fucking forest fires. And the wildfire smoke is making it difficult for our constituents to go outside and spend time with their family and do fun things. They blamed all this on Canada's, quote, bad forest management and arson that they didn't prevent magically somehow, and then closed it out by asking the ambassador of Canada to raise the issues with Canadian agencies. They literally wrote a letter asking to speak to the manager of Canada. Michelle Fish bitch is already rocking the cut, but could somebody please get Emmer Finstead and Stauber a fucking Karen wig to cover up that crap-filled cranium on top of their goddamn shoulders? As a constituent of a U.S. congressman who wrote fucking Canada complaining about the smoke, this shit is fucking embarrassing. Very sorry, Canada. We don't invite these people to Thanksgiving anymore because of this kind of shit, and also all the racism and the fact that they are literal Nazis. Now listen here, Tiny Peter and Tom and Michelle and Brad and all the other fucking morons who signed this stupid letter. Know how you talk about being the party of personal responsibility? This would be a great time to stop cleaning your windows with your tongue and try that out, because this is more your fault than theirs. You see, science, that class that y'all failed out of? Sorry, probably not specific enough. The class with the periodic table on the wall and the beakers and stuff? That tells us that people, us, are causing climate change. I know you don't like to believe in science because the oil, gas, and coal companies that own you would probably stop bribing you if you did, but what you are paid to believe does not change the fact that we are causing climate change, and climate change contributes to, altogether now, wildfires. Now you still may wonder how that's your guys' fault, because you're stupid. So for a little refresher, you guys consistently vote against literally everything that would help prevent or address climate change at all. So Canada should really be writing a letter to you guys for being, assholes who are contributing to their forest fires, but they're currently busy, fighting fucking forest fires. Wait, hold on, I'm getting something. Yeah, I actually am wrong. They did manage to take a moment away to address your very real, legitimate concerns here. You're good at multitasking, I guess. Manitoba Premier Canoe said, "I have shaken the hands of American firefighters here helping us out in northern Manitoba, and I would challenge these ambulance chasers in U.S. Congress to go out and do the same." Oh! Bro is passing up passive and just going straight to aggressive. Anyway, Canada, on behalf of America and Minnesota and my specific congressman, unfortunately, I really do want to apologize, because this is embarrassing, and we're very sorry. I do want to let you know that we have been repeatedly asking to speak to our manager, as in our Congress people here, but they're too much of a coward to hold a town hall. But to be fair, maybe we should give them a break, because they got a busy schedule doing important things, like stripping their constituents of health care and food assistance, and giving the biggest possible welfare checks to the oil and gas companies that purchased them so they can keep causing, your wildfires there. And then they still gotta squeeze in writing whiny ass letters to the manager about said wildfires. All I'm saying is that they're just far too busy to have time for us, their voters, and who can blame them? Fucking us over is clearly a full-time job. Anyway, we love you, Canada, and don't let these assholes fool you. They might be our representatives, but they sure as shit don't represent us, and you have 100% of our solidarity.